With voting completed in 44 of the 50 states, by which we mean polls have closed, the votes haven't been counted. The race in some is too tight to call. The White House is still on a knife edge. No one is calling this for Trump yet. It is just that he is doing surprisingly well at this stage. Alex Ashton has been looking at the roller coaster election so far.
It's shaping up to be a very tight election race. Republican Donald Trump's already clinched Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, South Carolina and West Virginia. And Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton's taken Massachusetts, Maryland, New Jersey and New York. Mrs. Clinton began the day in Chappaqua, New York, casting her vote with her husband and former President Bill Clinton.
It is the most humbling feeling, Dan, because, I know how much responsibility goes with this, and so many people are counting on the outcome of this election, what it means for our country, and I'll do the very best I can if I'm fortunate enough to win today.
The Democratic vice presidential nominee, Tim Kaine, cast his ballot in Richmond, Virginia, before heading to New York with his wife to await the results. The Republican nominee, Donald Trump, cast his vote in Manhattan. He arrived with his wife, Melania, daughter Ivanka and her family, stopping by a bake sale for a bag of biscuits before casting his vote. His running mate, Mike Pence, voted at home in Indianapolis.
A day like today is very humbling and very moving for our little family. We're just so grateful for the support and prayers of people all across the United States, for Donald Trump and for our firm belief that we can make America great again.
The US President Barack Obama urged the public to vote one final time as he walked along the White House colonnade, telling reporters he was confident if voter turnout was high, they'll do a good job. There were long queues at many polling booths around the country after a long, bruising and often ugly campaign.
Everything has just gone to, excuse my French, hell in a handbasket. So now it's like, let's see what Donald could do.
It was just so exciting to watch her climb and her rise, and now she's the first, female. Sorry. I'm just really excited for women everywhere.
Well, I'm sort of big on military and defense. I haven't really felt safe in the country the last several years. But I have kids in schools, particularly concerned about the safety of our schools and just protecting our country. So I think Trump's a better candidate on that. And that's where my vote went.
I think we're all trying to make a difference, to get out there and vote and do what you have to do for your responsibility for the country. I think California is going to definitely be a Hillary vote.
I think there's a lot of interest in what's going to happen. Is this going to really affect our economy? Is it really going to affect our futures? And I think it will. I think this is a very big deal overall.
Residents of Skid Row, an area in downtown Los Angeles with a large homeless population, turned out in their droves, but were divided about where their votes would go.
Hillary Clinton. I can't stand Donald Trump. He's an idiot.
I hope that he will clean things up and definitely hashtag drain the swamp, because there's just so much corruption and so much bad politicking, and the people that we have in government right now, especially here in California, they suck big time.
Either socialist or fascist. Trump being the fascist and Hillary being the socialist. So we get either one. I just think that a socialist, a Canadian type of government is better than a fascist type of government.
In the predominantly African-American New York suburb of Harlem, the voters favoured Clinton.
Well, I always vote, and especially with the first female president, so I'm here to vote for Hillary. In my opinion, they're both horrible candidates. You got to go for the lesser of two evils.
Both Mrs. Clinton and Mr. Trump now in New York awaiting a result, which commentators say could be razor thin. For Checkpoint, Alex Ashton.